What's up, you guys? My name is Taylor York if you are new here, and I am so glad to have you all. In today's video, we are going to be in my kitchen because the whole video is about kind of how I eat throughout the week, snack throughout the week, prepare meals and all that stuff. So for me, the two things are things that are practical, that are easy to access, easy to find the ingredients, and don't take super long to put together because, yeah, I have the time in quarantine right now, but 9 times out of 10, I don't have time during my normal life routine and all of that to cook and spend hours in the kitchen. The other thing is nutrition. So a lot of these meals are full of vegetables, fruits, whole foods, those kind of things. Because I try to keep things real balanced. Now, don't get me wrong. I love, my husband's a great baker. You may have heard me mention before some of the things that he's baked that are amazing. I do love a good baked good every now and then. I do love some ice cream now and then. And so, I do like a glass of wine or a cocktail, you know? So I am not by any means perfect. I don't eat 100% clean or anything like that, but I totally believe in like the 80-20 type rule, where if you eat healthy and whole foods and balanced meals 80% of the time, and then those 20%, maybe, you know, once a day, that cocktail or cookie or something like that, it's not going to mess you up too bad. And so that's what I believe in. Everything in moderation is good. So I'm going to quit rambling so we can jump into this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and see you on the other side. Hey guys, so I just went walking with my mom, and I wanted to show you guys what a really good snack is that I make after I'll go on a walk and, like, you know, burn off some calories, or even before a workout, like if I'm a little hungry but I want something that's not going to be really heavy but will sustain me through my workout. This is one of my favorite things ever. It's low calorie, it's healthy, overall, you know, it depends on whatever your dietary needs are. But for me, this is a great option. So I just use a rice cake, a chocolate rice cake. These are the Quaker chocolate rice cake, 100% whole grain, gluten-free, no added colors, and they're 60 calories. So love these little guys. So I will take one of those and some almond butter. You can use whatever kind of nut butter you prefer. I just really like almond butter, and the one that I am using is just almonds. Like, I think it's literally just almonds. And almonds and oil. Like, that's it. So, pretty easy. So I just take a spoonful of it, like so, about a tablespoon worth. And I put it on top of my rice cake, if it will come out. Okay. And then I just spread it all around the rice cake here. And I don't even know what the calorie count is on this almond butter. I don't count calories. I just try and eat like 80% whole foods or healthier foods, and then, you know, I like a cookie every now and then. So this one, it says serving size is 2 tablespoons, and that's 190 calories. So we just used about 1 tablespoon. So that would just be, you know, half of that. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, and then we're going to take a banana. And we're going to cut it. The little top was not going to want to come off, so I just kind of peeled it off there. And well, this banana's a little bit getting a little old. We'll just cut off the part that's not so hot. And then I just cut like slices off of the banana and put them on top of the rice cake. And then sometimes if I'm really hungry, I will make 2 of these, or like I might make one after a walk. And then if I know I'm working out in a couple hours, I'll just like pop the banana in the fridge there's a little string there. Pop the banana in the fridge and save it to use later. For that. Otherwise, I will cut up the rest of the banana and just put it in a bag in the freezer. I have just a bag that I always add banana slices to because I love to use them for my smoothie bowls or for gosh, what else do I use them for? Protein shakes. Jeez, I couldn't think of what the word was. Guys, I'm struggling today. I filmed a few videos today and talking is getting the best of me. So when it's done, it's really cute. Looks like this, a little flower in the middle, and it's delicious. Okay, so something that we love every week is the Boxcar coffee. It's really good. You just get it at Lowe's and they have tons of different flavors. This one is Snickerdoodle. It's one of our favorites and they go on sale by the pound every now and then, so we try and pick them up then. And then what I put in my coffee is the Oat Yeah Creamer. So this is dairy free if you have to have dairy free. I just love the flavor of it. I'm not dairy free, but I find that like if I consume a ton of dairy, it does kind of make me feel bloated or have a tummy ache. So I do try to keep that to a minimum when I can. So I love this creamer. I wouldn't really call it a healthy creamer. It does still have sugar in it, but it's just so delicious. So a go-to breakfast for me is smoothie bowls. So for the one I'm making today, I just fill my cup about halfway with bananas. This is what you'll do pretty much for any smoothie bowl, is fill it halfway with bananas because that's what helps give it that really thick texture. And then fill it the rest of the way with whatever fruit. I usually do less of the fruit than the bananas just because of the consistency that I like. And then you'll add a scoop of protein powder and then whatever kind of milk you like. These are just the two that I like. The Vanilla organic protein powder, it's pea protein. It's really good and it works, I feel like, for pretty much any kind of fruit. It tastes good with it. And then the So Delicious coconut milk is just one that I really, really like. So just for reference, I don't exactly measure out, but about a third of the way is where I go with the milk. Now that's not actually going to be a third of the cup. That's just a third of the way with the fruit already in there. So it's not very much milk. Okay, so you can see this mixture is like really thick. So about halfway through, I just go through with the spoon and kind of push everything down and kind of break it up a little bit with the spoon so that it'll blend up a little bit better. And you may have to do this like 2 or 3 times. But I know it's kind of a pain in the hiney, but it's totally worth it because it keeps the consistency thick. You could add more milk if you didn't feel like dealing with it, but it's not really going to give you that smoothie bowl consistency. It's going to give you more of like a smoothie drink type consistency. Okay, so we have it all mixed up here, and then this is what we are going to be topping the bowl with today. So one of my other go-to snacks is just yogurt. I use plain Greek yogurt, not sweetened or anything, and then I'll just do a little bit of honey on there. And local honey is just so good because it helps a lot with allergies, and it's a better alternative to refined sugars to sweeten your yogurt. And you can control how much you put on there, so you can sort of tailor how much sweetness you like to your personal. All different kinds of combinations on my yogurt, but hands down my favorite of all is to do this Bear Naked, which you guys know is my favorite granola, but this flavor, the cacao and cashew butter, that's my absolute favorite with raspberries. It's just the best ever. So that is definitely a great snack, or sometimes I make it in a bigger version for a full meal, like for breakfast or something. Okay, you guys, so tonight I am making a triple berry chicken salad. So I'm just going to show you guys how I make the dressing. So first off, we're going to cut this lemon in half, and you want about 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. So we're going to put that in this little cup here. And this lemon is big and juicy, so it should be right at 4 tablespoons. Then you're gonna wanna add some lemon zest. So I'm just gonna take this lemon that we already used and zest it a little bit. Okay, then to the lemon juice and zest, we're gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, we're gonna throw everything everywhere. And then we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of poppy seeds, and then also 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. After we have those in, we're just gonna add a 1/3 cup of oil. I like to use olive oil for this, but you can use whatever kind of oil you like. So the recipe that I am using calls for sugar to go in it, but we're not gonna put the sugar in there because it's just not necessary. I will add a tiny bit of honey for that sweetness, but that's it. We just don't need all that extra sugar. It also calls for candied pecans and, you know, gives you a whole recipe of how to do those, but again, we just don't need that extra sugar, so we're just gonna have the nuts in there plain and it'll be just as good. After you have those first ingredients in, you're gonna just put them in your blender cup or large blender, whatever, food processor, and you're going to blend it all up until all the ingredients are smooth and well blended together. So once the dressing's done, it will look a little something like this. Okay, so I have thrown the chicken on the grill, and then we're going to do the salad. So I just have a spring mix here, so I'm going to put that in my bowl, and then I'm also going to add kale. The recipe is technically a spinach salad, but you can use whatever kind of lettuce you prefer, put your own twist on it. That's what we're doing. I took a couple of handfuls out of each of the bags, the spring mix and the kale mix bag, to put in the salad, just because I don't want it to be mixed in there with the berries and it get wilted, because this is going to be way more than Latham and I, or if I did more, it would be way more than what we would eat in one sitting. So I'll just keep these in the fridge and we can do leftovers with them, since it's so easy to throw together tomorrow, and just add the berries in then, just so the berries don't make the lettuce mushy and wilted. And then this bag of kale, you can see, is super huge, so if we don't use it this week before it, you know, starts to get wilted or get bad, it's always good. You can take these types of bag lettuce and just pop them in the freezer. I will just put them in a Ziploc bag, like a gallon size bag, and we'll use those just for smoothies or stuff like that in the future. Or you can thaw out the kale even, and I did a warm kale salad last week. I didn't film it, so it won't be part of this video, but yeah, you can thaw it out for something like that if you're making sort of a warm kale salad, where it's okay to thaw it out and have it a little bit soft. So this salad is a tri-berry salad because there's 3 berries, but we have strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries fresh at our house right now, so we are gonna just use all 4 of those. Again, you know, put your own twist on things. So here is our berry and salad mixture. Again, the recipe calls to toss the lettuce in the dressing first, but we like to keep leftovers and don't want the lettuce to wilt, so we're just going to keep it on the side and just use it individually. So we're going to wait for the chicken to finish grilling and throw this all together. Alright, you guys, we have added the pecans, drizzled the salad with dressing, and topped it with grilled chicken. So it's ready to go. Okay, so for tonight's dish, we have chopped up all these vegetables. We have broccoli, zucchini, red onion, sweet potato, and carrots in here. And we've just drizzled them in olive oil and then added this seasoning. I'll show you guys. It is this one right here. We got it, I'm pretty sure, at Home Goods. I guess you can probably order it online if you just look up this name, the Gourmet Collection Spice Blend, and it's a roasted vegetable and fries seasoning. This is so good on any kind of vegetables that you're roasting. It's super, super delicious. And if you don't have it and can't find it and you want to make your own, there are the ingredients right there. So you can make a DIY at home if you can't find this online. So we are now going to add the chicken on top of the veggies here. Just throw it on like so. And then we'll pour the remaining sauce on top. Okay, and now we have the rice and the water in a bowl, and we are just going to bring that all to a boil and let it, once it gets to a boil, we'll turn down the heat and just let it simmer until the rice gets nice and fluffy, or sticky rather. Alright, so we got the veggies, the rice, and the chicken. We just tossed in some extra sauce, and then you just throw it all together. And then we topped it with some little green onions. Okay, for this recipe we have just baked chicken and shredded it in the blender, and then we have added some onion powder to it, and also some garlic powder, and some Frank's Red Hot sauce, and then just blended that all up together. Alright, then you're going to take your lettuce of choice and just break it up like this to create little wraps. And then we're going to add all of the ingredients on top of it. So the first thing that we're adding is just some slaw. So we're just going to add a little bit of slaw on each one of these. Then we're going to add some shredded carrots. Next up, we're going to add some slices of avocado. Next, we're going to add some blue cheese crumbles. Then we'll add the shredded chicken. Are going to top with some green onions. I'll just use my kitchen shears for this. It's a tip to make it a little bit easier. Alright, then when you're all done with that, your wrap will have everything in it. You just roll the lettuce over. It's like a little taco looking thing. Enjoy! For today's smoothie bowl, we are doing a pina colada type smoothie bowl. We have the bananas in there for our base, and then filled the rest of the way with pineapples, a little bit of coconut milk, and then the vanilla protein powder is laying there on top. So after everything got blended up, we just put it in our bowl here, and I topped with unsweet coconut flakes, some fresh pineapple, a little bit of granola, and some chia seeds. So that is it for a week in my kitchen, a week cooking with me, a week of what I eat. Of course, I didn't have time or wasn't able to film every single thing that I ate. And then once a week with this quarantine thing going on, my husband and I do try to order from a local restaurant. Now sometimes that's super healthy stuff, but sometimes it's awful. Like we had pasta one day and with cream sauce and all of that, and we went all out. We ate the bread and everything. So like I said, it's all about balance. We don't do that for a whole meal. But maybe one time a week we'll kind of let ourselves go a little bit. But if you guys have questions about any of the recipes I mentioned, any of the ways that I did anything, just let me know down below in the comments. If you like this video and want me to do this in the following week or in the future, just let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you have not already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on videos in the future. It helps get me out there and other people see my videos, and yeah, helps my little channel to blossom. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.